Hey, Shalom, we are live. Shalom, Eliezer.
Hey, brother. Yair, brother.
Almost Shabbat Shalom. I see that you are in Sfat now, huh?
Yes, we're it's fun in the old city. Here, I will show you now this beautiful view. We're here just across Meron, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, that he's the writer of the Zohar 2,000 years ago. It's a very, very spiritual city. It's actually the city I was born in. And this is a place of our family, and we're going to perform now, inside here. Maybe you could see Don over here.
Wow. Eliezer, show me this place. I think I must see. Wow.
Okay, here we're just now starting a festival here. A nice
Mazal tov.
And we're going to have a performance. Yes. Wow. So here we are. Yes. Yeah. Waiting for you over here, huh? You see? So nice vibe. Nice. It's related just to our portion, because Yosef, he's a dreamer. Okay, he always dreams. Now you could see something beautiful in Hebrew. Yes, if you want to say the story first, we could say very simple. I'm sure you spoke last week about the dreams that Yosef went through with his own dreams, and now we're solving dreams of others. Right? It was already from the end of the portion, and that's how Paro, with his own dream, gets to Yosef, and from there Yosef gets to the kingdom, to the highest position. But we see something about a dreamer, about dreams. In Hebrew, the word cholem, dreamer or dreams, or a person that dreams, is you write cholem. So the same letters of cholem, it's also the letters of lochem, a fighter. Oh. And the same letters of lochem,
in Hebrew, lochem is a fighter.
Lochem is a fighter.
And cholem is a dreamer. All right.
As a dreamer, exactly. And the same letters are mochel, a person that forgives. Yes, and the same letters is also chomel, is a person that has compassion. So we see over here, what is the whole thing of dreams? First of all, have the true dream, and you need to fight for it, but to fight for it not with others, to fight with to demand the maximum from ourselves, and from there we need to know how to be people that forgive, mochel. We need to know how to be people that really forgive, that we and our heart is clean. Because then, if our heart is not clean, if we get involved, it happens a lot to people. Before the true time, we get stressed, and then we do damage to ourselves. So that's why when we get to true time, we need to know how to be with a healthy heart, with a heart that forgives, and that's mochel. And then we get to the highest place, and this is the place that God created us with, and wakes us every morning up with chemla, with compassion. Modani, we thank God for waking us up.
I'm writing it in the chat. So it's lochem, it's a fighter. Cholem, yes. Cholem,
lochem.
It's a dreamer. You can see it on the chat. All right, and you say chomel.
Chomel is compassion.
Compassion. Wow, it's hard. Okay, I will try. I hope that I wrote it.
But again, the order is very important. It's first of all cholem. First of all, dream. And then it's mochel, and then it's lochem, then it's fighting for the dream, then it's mochel, then knowing how to forgive, and then it's compassion, because this is the purpose of our dreams, to have compassion. We want to be people of compassion. That's what we want to be. It's not about a position. Oh, so what would happen when you would get to the top of the ladder? Oh, I would be a good person. So this is exactly the dream. Let's be good people. And we could see that all of this, what is the source of the letters? Lechem. Lechem is bread. Yes, lechem is bread. This is the basics of humanity. We all need to be dreamers, but true dreamers, because dreams, they allow us to believe to our emotional world.
So we're talking about dreams because in our portion we see that Joseph is in Egypt. He have a hard time in Egypt with Potiphar, the minister of Paro, and with his wife. We talked about it last week. And then he is, because that the wife of Potiphar is lying about him and tried to do a lot of things, he finds himself in the jail. So now he's in the jail, and is I must say that he's very special. He's very special, Joseph. He's walking in the jail and he's like asking people, what's happened to you? Why are you sad? But he's in the jail too. He's not from the management of the jail. is with them, and he's asking people, "How are you? Why are you sad?" And then he meet the ministers, two ministers of Paro. One is charge of
the drinks.
Or the drink.
One is of the bakeries, and one is of all the drinks.
And this moment when he asking them, how are you and why you sad, it's a very important moment. I will talk about it soon, and I will explain why I think it's a very important moment that can explain for us a lot about who was Joseph. And he solved the dreams. They telling him that Paro put him in the jail, and they are scared, and they had a dream, and they're telling him the dream. He solved the dream. He's telling them, one of you is going to die, one of you is going to survive. And to the one that's going to survive, he's telling him, please, when you will survive, when you will see Paro, please don't forget me and tell him that I solved your dream. And in this moment, we see in our explanation of the Torah, our traditions of the Torah, that Rashi said that in this moment he got another 2 years in jail because he asked for someone to do something for him, and this was a moment that he. Why you are smiling like you want to say something about it? Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Finished. So I will tell you. I would complete the story with what you're saying. That he got punished. Yes, 2 years because he told him to the minister that he solved his dream in a way that he would come back to the kingdom. So he told him, when you get back to the king, remember me. So Rashi says, like you said, the comments, that he got punished, that he told him, that he tried that he wanted his help. So there is another comment that he asks, what did Yosef do bad? Why does Rashi say, like, why did he get punished? We need to try, it's not, oh, God would save me, I'm doing nothing. He did his best. So listen to this, it's beautiful. So he says, well, Yosef solved his dream and told him, in 3 days, you would come out. So he knew that there's at least 2 days that there's other options that could happen. So why do you close yourself from the options?
Oh.
You understand? So
I heard something different a little bit, that he put all his trust on a human, and that's why, because he knew that when you solve a dream for someone important like the minister of Paro, so you understand that he will do something. So then sometimes you are like, when you are doing the second move, sometimes it's too much, we need to trust God to do whatever we need and then to let it go. This is the explanation that I heard, but what you said, it's beautiful too. And
it's Rav, what I said is Rav Volpa, Volpa, that's his name. Yeah, he wrote a comment, it's called Michtav Le'Eliyahu. Yeah, so it's his idea. It's his but it's something that says a lot about the right work, that we need to work with God. There's that we need to do our best, try our best, but always be open to God's surprises all the time.
It's like there is a very something very important in our belief, that we're waiting for the Messiah, and there is people that saying that it's gonna be in this date, in this year, and in our tradition, we need to wait every day that it will happen. You can't say, no, we have another 200 years, 300 years.
Exactly. Exactly. This is the point. Exactly. Thank you, brother, so much. Maybe you wanted to speak also about dreams. It's very important that you see with Yosef, that when he solved the dream of Paro, he also gave him a solution.
You need to go.
I think I need to go soon. So
right.
So maybe you continue like this, yes?
Right.
Or
no.
You want to go back to that?
No. Say what you want. I just wanted to close the story, but if you need to go, just finish.
Okay. So I would go back one step to where you wanted to go.
Do it.
So we are speaking already about solving dreams now. So you could see also with the point that you said that how did, when Yosef solved the dreams of the two ministers, you could see in their dreams itself what they wanted. The first minister of the drinking, that he solved him a good, that he told him that he's going to come back to his position. What did he solve? What was in his dream? In his dream, he dreamt that he's coming back to serve. So he saw that this is his real will. It means he's a good person, and his emotion world wants to expand in his goodness, and he wants to come back and serve. The second one, his dream was everything is around him, and birds eat from his baskets. So, okay, that's what you want, everything to be around you. So probably that's how you behaved also. And you could see also in the dream of Pharaoh that this is what got him back, like after 2 years. So you could see also, it's right, it's the 7 years. So we understood the explanation through the 7 years and through the thin cows and the fat cows, that there is something with starve and there is some, you could understand that for sure. But you could see another one thing, and this is the point I want to touch and tell you Shabbat Shalom and love you so much, brother. And Chanukah Sameach, it's a time of light now. And let's relate this also to Chanukah, that you could see that why could Yosef deal with dreams, with our emotional world? Like, it's not practical, you could say, but in a lot of ways. But this is the truth. This is the light. Maybe when you see things in dark, so maybe they're realistic. But when you light them, you could see their true potential. And that's why Yosef, this is what he brings everywhere. He brings light. And in this light, he could analyze situations and also bring the true situation for the future. He bring the true solution for the future, because he comes from the beginning from a position of believing in the light, believing in the dream, believing in the emotional world. He has sensitivity. We tell a person, pay attention. What do you mean? In Hebrew, you say, tasim lev, put your heart. Put your heart. So when you put your heart, so you could understand the situation really as it is, and also bring solutions to the future, because your heart is outside. So maybe idea of light.
It's beautiful, and I think to put your heart is to be brave, because when you put your heart, you are kind of, I don't know, like everybody can see what you think, what you feel. So you need to be very brave to put your heart, and I think that we are the artists, so it's happening to us all the time. When you're writing a song and you put it on YouTube and you don't know what will happen with the song. You put your heart.
To share the heart, is to share the love, is to share the oneness that we are in. Chanukah Sameach, brother, love you. I hear that.
B'atzlacha, good luck in the concert today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Chanukah Sameach, everyone.
Bye, Chag Sameach.
Chanukah of light, of true redemption, of peace, of light, of eternal life.
Amen. Love you, Eliezer.
Chanukah Sameach, brother. Love you so much.
Bye.
Chanukah Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach. So.
All right. So I will continue with the story. Thank you so much, Eliezer, for being here with us. Every time that he's joining, it's like kind of very special energy that he brings. So we've been in the story that Joseph is coming to the jail. He's walking in the jail in a very positive ways. It became the kind of the manager of the jail. The managers of the jail, they bring him the responsibility to manage all the things in the jail. Of course, he still is not from the management, but is the one that they understand that it's better to give him to manage everybody and all the things that's happening. And then he saw the minister of the drink of Paro, the two ministers, telling them that one going to die, that one going to live, telling to one that's going to live, please don't forget me. Tell to Paro that I told you that your dream is mean that you're going to live. Please tell it to Paro. Because of this moment, as we spoke before, he get it from God another 2 years in jail. Botzer Eliezer said one reason, because that he knew that they're going to stay in the jail another 3 days. So why didn't you ask yourself, maybe there will be a miracle in these 3 days? The second reason is because that he put all his faith in a man. And this is something very special in this portion, that we see that he get a punishment because there is, sometimes we need to let things go, when you do something and you do your best. So sometimes you need to let it go and let God do the work if it's something that this is what God wants. So just to let it go. And this is one message from this portion. Then after 2 years, the minister remember suddenly that Joseph exists in the jail. The reason is because that Paro dreamed, and he dreamed 7 small and clean cows eating very fat and healthy cows. And then and you have another dream. You can find it later if you want on Google. There's another dream. I want to do it fast to go to the point, and no one can solve his dream. He understands. He feel inside. Paro feeling inside that no one solving his dream. And then the minister of the drinks telling him, "Hey, I remember that there was one guy, Hebrew guy in the jail that solved my dream. Maybe we will call him." They are calling to Joseph after 2 years after the punishment that he get. He's coming to Paro. He solved the dream. He's telling to Paro that the meaning of the dream is that he will have 7 good years with a lot of in our days we will say money, good economy, but another 7 years really bad years. And he gave him a solution. The solution that Joseph said to Paro is keep put on the side things and food from the good 7 years, and in telling him that you will forget in the other 7 years that you had a good years. It will be so hard. And then they are doing it, and they are seeing that he was right. In the middle of the 7 bad years, there was a very bad years for all the fields in Egypt instead of the fields of Joseph. And they don't understand why. And they understand that he's like a very important man and God love him and he speak with God, but they don't understand why. And they're asking Paro why. There is a small story about how they are coming, the people of Egypt coming to Joseph to ask him how it's happened. And he's telling them to do a Brit Milah. If you don't know what is Brit Milah, so search on Google. I won't explain it here, but they didn't do it. And he became really rich because Paro telling to Joseph, please, I want you to keep all our reserves. All the reserves of Egypt is in the hand of Joseph. He became a very important man, very rich man. And right after, because there's a very bad years in Egypt, so of course it's affecting Israel too, and his brothers and his family have problems too in Israel. They are coming to Egypt to look for food, and they are coming to Joseph, and there is a very interesting story there that he's kind of play with him. It's very hard for me to say play because he's trying to do things because, as we know, Joseph is kind of man that God speak through him. So it's not playing with them, but when you read the story, it's something that you can feel, that they are coming to him and they don't know that he is Joseph. He recognized them. They are speaking in Hebrew and he speak in Egyptian language, and they don't know that he speak Hebrew. So when they are speaking between themselves, he understand everything, and he sent them back to Israel. They're coming to ask for food, and he sent them back. He asked them, why you enter for different places to Egypt? And they're telling him, because we're looking for our brother too. And they're telling him all the story, and he asked them to bring Benjamin, to go back to Israel and to bring Benjamin with them. And there is a very interesting story that he put things in their bag, and we will talk about it in the next week, because this portion stopped in the middle of the story, in the middle of the big story, that they found things in the bag of Benjamin where they're coming back to Egypt, and the slaves of Joseph put it there. So I will stop here. I will stop this story here, and I will go a little bit back for the point that Joseph walking in the jail. And this is the moment that I want to focus on, and then we will finish. Today it will be a little bit shorter than usual. The moment we see in the explanation of the Torah, the traditional Jewish explanation of the Torah, that the moment that Joseph walking in the jail and see the two ministers of Paro and telling them, why you are sad, and smile. That's what it's my imagination that he smiled, yeah? But he's asking them, what's happened? Why you sad? This is the moment that from the lowest place in his life, you remember that he was in Israel, they put him in a pit, and then they sell him, and he's coming to the minister of Paro, and the wife of the minister sending to jail. It's in the I don't know, the worst place he ever imagined that he's gonna be. In this moment, when he stopped to think only about himself, and he opened his eyes and asked other people, why you are sad? Do you need help? Can I help you? This is what makes Joseph who he is. And this is why I think that he is such a great man, someone that, God speaks through him, because he's not thinking about himself all the time. He's not selfish. He's walking in the jail, in the worst time in his life. And he opened his eyes and asked himself, maybe someone needs help. And he helped them, and he solved their dreams. And this is Joseph. And for me, this moment in the jail, and of course it's not my idea, I just learned it, but in the Jewish traditions, we can find it, that this is the moment that represent what we need to take from this great man, Joseph. This moment, to be for others, to open our eyes, maybe someone else needs something. And if we will go back, for those who follow me for all the portion lesson, you remember that Reuven, his brother, he lose the leadership because he was praying and suffering for the things that he did for Jacob. And while he was suffering and praying, there's something very important to ask for forgiveness from God. But what it's happened, his brother was in the pit. And Judah saved Joseph. And that's why he got the leadership of the family. And that's why we are the Jewish people, as I told you in the last portion, we call Jews. That's why the Messiah is from Judah. And this is why Joseph is so important, because this is what God wants from us. This is what I understand from what I read in the explanation of the Torah and in the Torah. God asking us, don't focus only on yourself. It's important to pray. I'm praying every day 3 times, and in the middle, I'm praying a lot. I'm not saying that to pray it's not important. But at the same time, to open our eyes, sometimes you need to stop something when you're focus on yourself and to ask yourself, maybe you can help to others. Maybe the best things that you can do for yourself is to help to others. That's it for today. I want to wish you happy Hanukkah, Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom, and that's it. Bye-bye.